Hi everyone, Intuitive Kathleen Miller here, and this is your open invitation for contact. So I was inspired to do a video today, and I definitely want to share some insights. And for those of you who are, you really consider yourself a star seed or a light worker, earth angel, old souls, there's so many millions really on the planet at this time who were born in their soul chart with agreements to be carrying light, to allow for this ascension period and for us to be moving back to the reconnection with our galactic families. And everyone is completely unique in how they're doing this. For some, it's just quiet peacekeeping. You have a simple life and you're keeping the peace, and you just live, it can be very, very simple in that way. For others, there can be outward expressions of communications, of art, of music that are out there to inspire, to uplift others. And so now we are at this fascinating time. I've talked so many times in my podcast and through different videos about how 2025 is such an extraordinary pivotal year. And it can seem, obviously with political themes and social themes, there's just such extremes that are really kicked up at this time. But what I wanted to invite and really, my body and my channel are really exuding this all the time now, but my work as a light leader is to help others accelerate and kind of move into better integration for their light body development and their encodements, but also assisting with sort of the development of this kind of new earth unity consciousness. And many of you are doing the same. You're doing the same in different arenas. We all have unique individual roles. It's all so relevant and important. But what I'm wanted to share and impart, whether you are part of the next Starseed Global Alchemy team or not, is one, to just really, really be reinforcing your core all the time, to stay the course, because there are a lot of bigger counterwaves, I guess is a way to say it, that have been coming in. And this is part of where these groups are really incredible, because one, there's tremendous clearing that we do together, but also between the channeling of different star families that come in, it helps to really open the channel for people to get more clear inspiration of kind of next steps for their own soul path as regards to ascension work, as well as staying balanced with just, the currents that are happening, because a lot of us are in extraordinary personal transformation. I know I am, but also these openings because of these waves, these light waves, these soul encodements, these, the Schumann waves that are coming in. Everyone's being woken up whether they want to or not. Like it's just moving through the fabric of the collective consciousness. Now, those who are in resistance are going to have an increasingly harder time. Those that are working with it, it just can accelerate development. It can accelerate to support for you to begin the process of a different level of awakening, because we've all been awakening for a long time here. And so what I wanted to impart, what I was shown to share was, and we're just going to do a connect to the core of the earth, but also a connect for each of you to whatever your, the most appropriate, highest healing light, highest integrity galactic connection is for you at this time. Okay, so for many of you have kind of Palladian connections. They're huge peacekeepers. They're natural healers. For others, it can be a Syrian connection. They're more, to keep the mental body clear. Lots of different inner technologies to support healthy and higher consciousness development. And then, of course, Lyran, all the empowerment work, all the moving into real soul confidence instead of like aggressive control confidence. And so, and these are just a few of countless different star beings that show up for these. There's, each of the sessions, there is channeling, there are transmissions, there are different activations that are completely appropriate for the group, as well as doing some global grid work to assist in anchoring more lights and getting different locations activated to support for more global harmony, really, but also more ease with this transition that we're moving into right now. So if that's something that you have a pull to, or you have an inspiration, or you've been wanting to develop, but then there's simultaneous resistance, this is something I've heard from past participants, but also when I'm looking at those that I know are considering being part of this, we can also be implanted and have a lot of programming to not go there. This isn't safe. This isn't appropriate. And ultimately, that's kind of an internal question to, is now the time? Am I supposed to be part of this? Does this really create a greater future for me? Those are all great questions to be asking. This is not for everyone. This is, but those who are open and have a pure-hearted desire to be contributing to a greater society, a greater unity consciousness of what I call light living, as we bridge into the future that does reconnect with the galactic realm, not in an out there, meditative way, which it is currently, and yet it will come into a 3D tangible. Ships are here, beings are here, hybrids are here, and this is beginning to slowly happen. So as we are really, steering this in a high integrity, loving way that is creating peace, that is creating this inclusive, loving harmony for all, multiversally, beyond Earth even, this is where this much gentler transition can really happen for everyone, including our incredible planet that we are living on. So if that is something for you, really connecting into the earth, just asking to be aware of next step, asking to connect to the highest appropriate star family connection for you. And the intention of only what is appropriate, only what is loving, only what is of highest integrity, and really, that is creating greater groundedness, peace. Doing this work should not be, spinning people out and making them more ungrounded. There's enough of that going on everywhere. This is actually about really aligning to ground like you never have before, so that as greater changes keep coming, one, we're able to stay stable in the core of it, to be really broadcasting out for a wider radius of stabilization, but also, we are creating the new forms. I mean, we are all, I'm the light of the world, so are you. We are all the light that is here creating the change. And as we step up, because we are all being asked to step up, that's why this series even started last year, was I was shown, hey, it's time to get to work. It's time to start gathering these really dynamic light workers, because the people that are showing up for these classes are very dynamic. They're very committed in their personal life to, inner purity, real stability of world changers, game changers. So if that is you, I invite you to come participate, be part of this, and really, realizing the largest radius that this affects to assist so many others that are reaching into this light. So I hope this is helpful for you. Definitely, whether you participate or not, I know there's a lot out there to play with. Just ask what's right for you. If it is, you'll know. Trust that, and otherwise you can learn more about it. I have a couple different comments and clips, as well as different star family, why it's relevant to be connecting to your starseed lineage connections, how that can help you personally, professionally, spiritually, on so many different levels. So there's a lot of those on my YouTube channel at Intuitive Cathleen Miller. and Kathleen's with a C. And then also, you can also link to that on my website as well at Intuitive Lifestyle Success. So if this does resonate and you are inspired to be part of it, everything about that is on. If you go to the homepage at intuitivelifestylesuccess.com, and then on the header, you'll see the events, and it's the Global Starseed Global Alchemy team. And so it's the next one. I've run this, it's a 5-week series. I've run it multiple times now. It's absolutely extraordinary of what shows up, the impact this has for personal healing, for just life-changing support as we all move forward, and really can, you know, just be extraordinary for the change. So if you'd like to learn more, or if you have a personal question, you can also reach out to me. I'm happy to help clarify. But ultimately, trust for yourself. Trust your own knowing. Check it out. See some of the YouTubes. If that resonates for you, great. Love to have you be part of it. We will be starting on Wednesday, June 11th. And that is not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, or June 11th, for those of you that might be watching this in the future. And it will be a 5-week consecutive series. So all the details and information are there. Otherwise, thanks so much for being here. It is, I mean, open contact is on. It's happening, and it's coming more into the 3D realm tangibly as we are anchoring and really embodying this light more and more. So thanks so much for being here, and have an awesome week, guys.